Shalom, la bachayarium, shal yashala. Peace to the election of the nation of Israel. Wa kol halayim la alhayna wa Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai b'Hashem Kodash. Of course, all praises to our power, Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai b'Hashem Kodash. Yahweh being the true, almighty, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, and His only begotten Son's name is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Hashem meaning in the name, Rechah meaning Spirit, Kodash is holy, which I uttered in the Paleo Hebrew language has been returned to the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans. And of course, those has been scattered across the four winds and such, whom line and lineage go back by the way of the fathers, back to a Hebrew Israelite. To you I say Shalom, Shalom, wa Chesed, peace and mercy to, all right, La Bachayarium. Come, all right, which is the Lord's elect. Okay, double honor Shinya Kabad, La Shalayachim Nawa, was a Quanium Nawa, Shal Yashala. Double honors to our apostles and elders of the great millstone who were Shemya Amafba. My name's Amafba. My great millstone from the great millstone play tables camp located here by Layar in the city of Philadelphia, PA. Alright, coming again with another wee lesson. Alright, my Lamadium due to Rekakudash, a little lesson due to Spirit and Power Yahweh Shemel Shai. So we have here just this particular character who is was in his right mind at this time. As you know, I've seen his actual videos pop up from time to time. Now this is him being in the truth, and this is a clear example of what can happen, of course, when you step in order and such, and when you of course go back into the world, and you of course don't take heed to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in truth. All right, Ba'amath in truth. Let's go into the video, and then we'll just bring out some edification, and then go from there.
Fuck out of here. What you doing, man? Yeah, you're not teaching the word anymore. What you doing? Just working. So when you stop teaching? Yeah. 2011. You know what everybody else is doing? They teaching. They still teaching. Ayat. That's all what I'm going to keep you still keep in touch with him? He went back into the world. He turned his back on it, man. I mean, he bugged out, man. Like, he don't eat. Like, if he eat, he take like stuff to flush it out of his body. Like, he's skinny. He's mad skinny now. He's into that melanin doctrine. We sit out in the sun all day to get black. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to grow dreads again. He's just bugged out, man.
Alright, so as we can see, that was him in the truth. And I thought, now you can see him right now being out of the truth. And I mean, you can clearly see he is overweight, and he has, of course, Reshayim on him. Alright, Reshai meaning Reshai or Rai. Alright, Reshai means wicked. Alright, you got Recha means spirits on him. Overweight and tatted up with the tattoos all over his body and such, which is, as anyone who come into the truth would know. And even if when you was in the world, there was a zeal who's told you to having tattoos and stuff. It is against the laws of statute commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Alright? Back in the world, it was, you knew it was something that was against the Most High, the Heavenly Father, to have tattoos. Yeah, your mom, alright, would tell you, of course, not to get tattoos in certain cases and such. Now you see it. This particular character is proud, and primarily, he's lost and just waiting for judgment.
Shalom, Mr. Brother Tazan Warrior. Right? Now let's get this out the way. Oh snap! Oh shit! He got a tattoo right there.
Finish him!
Tats right there. Oh god damn! He got two right there. Oh shit! This nigga got up to his damn shoulder. Oh no! What's that? Oh, it's on his damn neck, bro. Oh shit!
And that's all demons speaking on him. And it's so funny with Artazakwakwa, or it's funny or laugh. That these niggards, all right, when they fall out, and you see the different demons that actually Yahweh Bashem Yahushai sanctions and placed on them. You can see them speak, and everything's a bloody joke and stuff. This dude is right now glorifying tattoos. Like, come on. And they're actually, artistically, they're actually disgusting. Okay? These niggas, they're exactly that. You remember them niggas that was in the hood with them dollar party tattoos and all of that? This is exactly showing, the foolishness of Jake, and truly the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, who is a terrible demon-like power. That's the title, Alashadja. And definitely is a sign, and a warning to Achim to, of course, never depart from the faith and stay within order, because this can happen to you.
Bless him. What the fuck? That's all his forearm? Oh shit, all it's on his hand.
Finish him!
Right. And that's what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to slander me. But nothing's sticking. Nothing's sticking. Why? Because what I said was on point. And y'all just want to pick and choose. So I got all that shit out the way. And from now on, that's how I'm going to introduce my videos now. Because all my tattoos are visible. I'm not hiding anything. But I did that for a reason. To prove that you niggas ain't right.
Finish him!
Right? Because here it is, you judging according to the appearance and not true judgment. But that's cool. But you fill up the measure of your father. So y'all want to see me destroyed or dead, pray curses of death on me. Awesome. Just know that whatever you put out, that's what you're going to get back. You reap what you sow. So if I was you, I wouldn't be doing all that, because the Lord taught contrary to that. But you don't know the Lord. So that's cool. So with that, I say shalom. Until you hate us. You wish, I know what it was. Y'all niggas wish y'all had something like this. Hey, T-God, Tahar, if you supposed to be the father now, the Pope, because that's what Pope mean, father, right? If you the father of GMS and of Israel, then maybe you need to get you some Pope rings. You understand? Some Pope rings. And he's real, and they solid, and y'all niggas some haters. Stop hating. Get like your man.
Finish him!
All right, shalom. I'm the last one. These are new brothers, right?
So you can clearly see, what he was and what he is now. And it's two different beings, and it's mainly because of the spirits. Okay. That's why I believe I can, of course, put up different precepts, Claudium, which we'll get to the actual scriptures, the new. All right, we'll go into it. This is why you don't want to play with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And this truth is not a game. It's not a joke. All right. All right. We're going to go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, beginning here in 10. It says, "To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, the ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it." And as you can see, this man, he's defo, all right, cut off. Okay, he's unclean. All right, he's profane outside the temple. All right, being all tatted up. And of course, coming up against the men of Yahweh Shai. All right. It says the word of Yahweh is unto them as a reproach, and they have no delight in it. All right, which you can go into that word for reproach, which is Bahabariath. You have charapa. All right, which you have it here, a scorn, a taunt. Okay, reproach. Okay, we can get some more. I know that reproach means shame, if I'm not mistaken. So you have it to find fault. You have it to upbraid. Okay. You have to discredit. And they're discrediting the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai, this particular reprobate. Okay, which a reprobate is one who is void of judgment. Right? You have definitely void of judgment. Right? You lack wisdom, knowledge, understanding if you go out and get tattooed, especially knowing the laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's clearly in violation. Okay, and I don't care how you process it to yourself. You've been deceived by Yahweh Bashim Shai, because you have it where the deceiver is his. Because the Lord, he controls the left hand angels and the right hand angels, and the Lord put left hand angels, demons, spirits to actually convince you that is actually right for you to have it, which is foolish. And no, of course, Israelites should go into that way, getting tattoos. All right, coming into the truth. All right. You ain't, of course, supposed to have tattoos on your body and such, inked up, after, of course, the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. We've been Gentiles, beforehand. So, as we've done a lot, of course. Like it says in the scriptures, all have fell short of the glory of the Most High. All right. So, now that you're coming back, you shouldn't, of course, go and, willfully sin and such, what this dude is doing. But anyway, who cares about the actual dude? I mean, this is just a warning to those who are sincere. So it says here, therefore I am full of my fury. Let me read it again. It says, therefore I am full of the fury of Yahweh. I am weary holding it in. I will pour it out on the children abroad, and upon the assembly of young men together, for even the husband with the wife shall be taken, and the age with him that is full of days. The Lord, he's definitely pouring out, all right, his fury, all right, especially out on those who, of course, are of the house of Israel, being of the kin, all right, the nationality of the nation of Israel. All right, because the Lord has been doing that sifting process and such, getting it, of course, whom he wants, and casting it whom he doesn't want. All right, in which we can see these undesirables clearly. Let's go to more down into the scriptures. Let's continue. This is going to be right here, Jeremiah 6:15 says, "Were they ashamed when they have committed abomination? Nay, they were not all at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, said Yahweh." So you see it that, was this dude ashamed when he commit abomination of marking up his old body and such, for the dead, making marks, the dead. All right, let me see if I can get that. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and 28, which it reads here. It says, "Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh." All right, and these marks, the tattoos and all of that, which is the way of the heathen, which it tells you clearly, learn not the way of the heathen. All right, in Jeremiah chapter 10 and 3, it says, actually, you can start at 2. It says, Jeremiah chapter 10 and 2, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen." All right, let's look into that word for learn. Let's see which one it is. We have here lamad, which that means to teach, or teach, to learn. All right, to be trained and such. Okay, so you shouldn't, of course, learn the way or be taught of the way of the heathen and such. It says, when the heathen of everybody outside, of course, the nation of Israel, so-called Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. It says, "And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them, for the custom of the people," or the customs, all right, with the customs. Okay, go into the word customs, you got chakwa, which is you have for customs. Okay. They got enactment, something prescribed. All right. You have, of course, let me go into it some more into the actual definition on a different site. Custom, this is various habitual practices, the unusual way of acting in given circumstances. You have here custom, habits or usages collectively, conviction. You have it where these habits of these different nations, the traditions of these nations outside, of course, the nation of Israel, whom the Lord never showed his law self to, his law, statute, commandments to. All right, their customs are vain. Okay, they're empty. They're wicked. It says, "Thus said Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain." All right, "For one cutteth a tree of the forest," and it says, "the work of the hands of the workman with axe." And this is, goes into the whole, Christmas, the whole Babylonian, all right, that whole worship and such, okay, which these pagan customs and such, okay. Let me see. Let's go back a wee bit. Yeah, again, so let me repeat this. It says, "Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down," said Yahweh, For, of course, making a mockery of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Of course, if you are in the stead of being in the truth, you ought to, of course, uphold, a good report, and to walk in the ways, the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Rashad. This is Proverbs 11 and 4. Or actually, I'm gonna start up ahead. I'm gonna start actually at the top. It says here, Proverbs 11 and 1. It says, "A false balance is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Okay, when pride cometh, then cometh shame. Okay, because first of all, pride wasn't made for man and such. All right, when you of course let me see if I can get that in I believe it's in the Apocrypha. When you of course depart from your maker and such, you know. Let me see. Get the scripture. Pride. And the Lord, of course, hates pride. Right? There's a lot of weak scriptures here. Yeah, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 10. Okay. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10. And starting at verse 7, it says, pride is hateful before the Most High in mind, and by both doth one commit iniquity. You know, sin upon sin. All right, you could see clearly this dude had pride. You know, what have happened with him, of course, with the whole, you know, being a leader within a camp in Yashala, knew I thought to be in outside, of course, of the body. You know, you can see who, you know, he done racked up a multitude of sins, which is iniquity. It says because of Saki, let me go down. It says going down to verse 12, Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and 12, it says the beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. All right, so you can see that when one is, of course, turned from his maker, it's due to obviously due to the pride. It's the beginning of it. All right, when these demons, them proud demons, get on these Jake out here that are in the truth, that you know they of course take rebuke and such. All right, they just bug out. All right, some of them, of course, which are not they chosen. All right, they were just called to do the work for a time, and then Yahweh Shem Shai took them out. All right, he took the Reprobate off of. So it says, yeah, pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. You can see all the abomination that's clear, that all of the detestable things that are going out of this man's mouth, this nigga, his mouth. All right, that's nothing but a nigga, grimy, slimy nigga. All right, look like a truck driver and such, a fat, overweight truck driver eating, you know, rubbish and such. No, which isn't it? But of course, busting on the dude, you know, it just, you know, the spirit, you know, as it says in you know, what's that? I'm not sure if it's in Isaiah or Jeremiah, but talk about with what's that? Stammering lips. All right, we speak. You know, we make jokes. But going on, Proverbs 11:3, it says here, the integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. All right, and that's exactly that. You know, this perverseness, all right, is gonna destroy this Jake. Okay, it already has destroyed him because he's spiritually dead. All right, you have for perverseness, you got Salat Baha Baryath, which is crookedness, crooked dealing. Okay. You know what I mean? Which he's walking in the way of Esau, Edom, okay? As Cain, all right, which things were which is in Esau's, was in Cain, and as the same that was within the serpent, okay? It says, that's why I say in, what's that, book of John 8:44 about, if I'm not mistaken, you're to follow the father, the devil, and lust of him you shall do, roughly paraphrasing and such, and that's what this niggar is doing. Shaitan will tell you can get tattoos on your body. Shaitan will tell you you can come up against the men that taught you. Satan will do all these various things. Going again, it says, but the perverseness, the crookedness of a transgressor shall destroy them. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. Delivereth righteousness. All right, Tazadak. All right, what should we see? It's Tazadak. Let me see what I got. You got Wa, which in Tazadaka. Yeah, Tazadaka. Or Tazadak, which is right. Up, right? It says, righteousness delivered from death. Okay, riches profit not in the day of wrath, in which, you have it, this dude, this did, like they say, he's of course boasting about some rings which he already had inside, in the truth. He's boasting about some cheap fucking rings and stuff. I don't care if they're real or not. It's not at all appealing or alluring to my eyes, all right? You're supposed to be laying up spiritual heavens, where spiritual treasures, where rust doesn't, of course, corrupt. Building up, as what we Akim like to say, building up a spiritual bank account. All right, riches profit not in the day of wrath, because you're going to have it where many people are going to cast their gold in the streets. Okay. This stuff isn't going to matter. There's going to be a chip, okay, an RFID microchip, which is going to be made mandatory and such. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7:19, which it reads here. It says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowls, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. All right, so you have it where all this gold and this silver and such, this kasapium, this money, the gold, which let me go into that word for gold in Hebrew. I think it's like, it starts with a Zah. It's like, you got a couple of different words from the mistaken, but Zah, I think, let me see. Gold. Yeah, Zahab. That's gold. And you got Kasap, which is silver. Also money. Okay. That's not going to be able to deliver you in the day of wrath. 2 rings on your finger ain't going to be able to deliver you. All right, 2 fucking ugly rings at that. They look demonic, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. It says, let me see if I can continue. It says, as for the beauty of his ornament, he set it in majesty, but they made the images of their abomination, their detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from them. And I will give it into the hands of the strangers for prey, and the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. All right, that's basically it on that. All right. Let me see if I got any other pequadium or precepts. This is the book of Ahihawab, chapter 18, and 14. It says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and he shall bring him to the king of terrors. And this is obviously speaking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. The king of terrors is a title of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right. A king of a terror. Let's see what the word, of course, or the bar. Kaya. Terror is Bahabaryath in the Hebrew. You have terrors, which is, you have Ba Laha, all right, Balaha, which is terror, from the root, which is Bala, which you have terror, destruction, calamity, dreadful events. Okay, king of terrors. All right, the king of terror, one who have absolute rule and such of the terrors. That's Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Okay, which let me see. I'm gonna get a precept in the cross references the new. This is the book of. Let's see. Yeah, this is the book of, I think it's Psalms. Psalms chapter 112 and 10. The wicked shall see it and be grieved, and he shall gnash his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. And I mean, you desire, these niggards, of course, desire to see the elders and apostles fall. They of course wanted, like Akim, of course, to basically be like them. These reprobates are wicked. All right, but the desire of the wicked shall perish. All right, that's the wicked, the 2/3. All right, and also speaking of the so-called white man. All right, it says the Proverbs chapter 10 and 28, the hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. Again, all right, that what you expect, all right, to happen, isn't it going to happen? Because you don't see the manifestation of the true men of the Lord. Okay, the true Ayashim Amar. You have Ayashim Amath, all right, of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. All right, Ayash mean men, and you got Amath means truth. All right, the true men of the Lord, and the Lord is raising and showing whom, of course, He doesn't want by, of course, these examples. See an example of a nigga of a person that was in the truth, who was a nigga, get revealed to being a whole nigga. All right, a dumb nigga too at that. Because I mean, you can see it. Those that, what it says in the scriptures, it says that they were not of us. It's a scripture, you can look it up on your own, but I mean, these people that depart from the faith, these niggas is just fucking off anyway. So anyway, it's the book of 2nd Esdras, and I'm gonna wrap it up after this Paquadium. All right, which is this is 2nd Esdras chapter 16. And 21 and 71, it says, they shall be like madman, which is the so-called white man, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh. We're gonna know who's the chosen when, of course, Revelation 12 and what's that, 12 and 12 is speaking of course, about who, of course, the devil shall come on you with, great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time. Roughly paraphrasing. Let me see if I can retrieve it. All right, this is Revelation chapter 12 and 12. And it says here, Revelation 12 and 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, the people, it says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's why he's going to come down with his new world order, his RFID microchip. All right. And it's mandatory. Okay. It's full fruition. Okay. Which the Lord actually is going to stop him from, of course, fulfilling that fullness of it when he thinks he fully have it established. That's when the Lord is going to come catch him in that snare and come back and deliver Bachayar wa, all right, his elect. That's what it's all about. It's not about niggas, all right, trying to one up apostle and elder. That's stupid. This is about the elect getting sealed and getting out here, all right. The men of the Lord getting, Za'amatha's truth and getting, of course, delivered. Okay, so it says here, they shall be like madmen, that's the so-called light men, sparing none in this time of Yaquab Tazarab, which we're in the beginning phases of it. Okay, we're living in prophecy. If you could tell, if you measure the time diligently in itself, okay, it says sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So even the men of the Lord, okay, they're going to be tested. Okay, some, of course, will be martyrs. All right, witnesses for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Right, so if you have it where certain men of the Lord gonna get their house and their goods taken away. All right, and you sitting there boasting about riches that shall not profit in the day of wrath. You're stupid. You're a fool. All right. It says here, verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen. All right. Bachar. Yeah. All right. Which is chosen. You got elect. All right. Bachar just means choose. All right. So Bachayarium or Bachayar, of course, the election, that's the ones who chosen. All right. In his of Yahweh Shem Shai, his chosen, or my chosen, which is speaking of the Lord speaking through Ezra. All right. It says, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. All right. So we gonna see who actually is the true men of the Lord. We already seeing who the true men of the Lord through the works. If you're spiritual, but if you're a reprobate, you'll clearly, of course, come up against, the true men of the Lord of Yashala. All right. Let me get the last quad. All right. This is the book of this is Romans 1:28. All right, this let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna read this, but it says here, this is Romans 1:28, and even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, right? Murder, debate, deceit, malignity, and whisperers, backbiter, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, right? The spiritual fathers of Yasha'Allah, all right? Full of envy. These various words and such, all right, what you're in violation of. And this is speaking, these words are speaking of what Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, of course, done to you, all right? Because you didn't retain the knowledge, retain the Most High in their knowledge. Are you in there, of course, continuing that thou hast learned? All right, let's see for that word for retain. You got echo.
Strong's G 2192. Echo.
Right. Echo in the Greek, which it means here, which you retain to have, right? To hold. Which, what does it say in the book of, Revelation chapter 2, I believe that's, Revelation chapter 2, and, it speaks of holding fast what thou hast and such. This is, Revelation 2:25. it says here, and it's the words of Yahweh Shai to read. It says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. All right. So the Lord, of course, commanded us to hold fast of what? Za'amath is truth. Okay. And you're supposed to cleave the bak onto it. All right. And you just have hold fast. We got from the chetel in the Greek. All right. To get possession of, which is to possess anything is konah in Hebrew, just so that you know. To take hold of, to seize, lay hands on one in order to get him into one's power. Yeah, you gotta get this truth so you can get that power, the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, to receive part, of course, of what? That blessing, all right, of salvation. All right. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. Right. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. All right. So, that's why you want to hold fast to what you have, because the kingdom is within us. It's truth. It's wisdom, knowledge, understanding. All right. You want to, of course, keep yourself right in order. All right. Not, of course, to be in the spirit of a reprobate, to be spiritually deed. All right. So anyway, as you can see, I pretty much have, spoke through the Rechak Kodash within me, the water Bashim Yashai, Bashim Rechak Kodash. All right. The Lord, of course, is deaful, working, and he's really purging the host of Israel. And it's a blessing to see, but also a terror, because of course you don't want to, as that Psalms 51, and I gotta start getting that in the Hebrew. It's in the Psalms 51 and 11, right? Which it says here, cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Recha, or the Holy Spirit, from me. All right, so you don't want the Lord to take away, all right, the Recha Kodash away from you. That Recha Kodash Recha, all right, from me, because you'll be a reprobate. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshai B'Shem Recha Kodash, and double honor to those apostles at Great Millstone, who all right, you don't want to be like this particular character on the screen. He's no longer, of course, in Great Millstone, as he hasn't been for a number of years. You don't want to be a bugged out niggard like this, looking all out of shape with tattoos and not looking for the day of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. With that, I'm going to say shalom.